Sure.
as well, which
Do you think?
opens their eyes to it.
Do you think it's surprising, sir, that the Philadelphia Phillies are 15 games over 500 since trading Bobby Abreu?
But, all I can say is it helped both teams. The Yankees have been on fire since they got Bobby Abreu. He's been on base like 50% of the time. He's just exactly what they needed. They needed a guy who could get on base. On base percentage is unreal. He's a good right fielder. Somehow it's worked for the Phillies too, so it's kind of one of the best deals you can make. It helped both teams.
Wait till he's looking at third strikes in the 7th and 8th inning of the playoffs.
Against the Mets?
How'd you get him to do it?
I bent his arm, twisted his arm.
I have my own style, but
It's part of being a human being.
You know, it's a whole other project, so when I wrap something, I leave it behind and look on to the next.
I saw the trailer today, and to me, it kind of looks like a combination of The Bourne Identity and Black Harry Cross.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is, man. I mean, you know, I say it's Bourne Identity if Bookman from Good Times woke up and thought he was a janitor. No.
I'm wearing Cavalli. The back is good though. I really like the back. It makes my butt look bigger.
It is. It's annoying because really you'd like it to be spread out a bit, maybe over a longer period of time, and then maybe have another go next year. But on the other hand, it's an incredible honor as well, and it's very gratifying that it's for two very different pieces.
I guess I had an upper hand in a lot of ways. That I've grown up in a family where people, where movies have been talked about a lot, so it's a language that I feel pretty fluent in. But I feel like I'm being honored because I've been lucky that some of the choices I've made that have been sort of risky have paid off, and yeah, it's a nice feeling. But I also think my peers make a lot of risks all the time, and we work in like a business that's all about financial things. So
I think in the post-Vinny Chase world, the layperson is kind of tuned in to all the machinations in Hollywood, and I think you're very well respected, not only amongst your peers, but amongst fans.
Thank you. That's nice. Thank you.
So,
nice camera move.
This is not your first foray into the world of comedy spy movies, is it?
No. Yes, spy, hard.
Yes, that's what I'm referring to.
Yes, I had a feeling.
How would you compare working with Cedric to working with the legendary Leslie Nielsen?
Leslie had way more energy than Cedric.
Yeah?
Actually, I say that in jest, but he has more energy than any teenager I know, Leslie Nielsen. Bless his heart. I don't know how he does it. Cedric and I had an amazing time. He's such a funny guy on camera, off camera, and he's a very light-hearted, lovable man. He's really a good guy.
More empathy for the subjects that were in Borat because of your experiences with Ali?
I knew what we were doing every second. You have to sign a release before they start shooting. It says this guy is not who he seems. But I figured he was with me for 2 hours. It was like a 2-hour improv. I loved every minute of it.
Real quick, I had a conversation last week about Jesus Filibowski being maybe.
Yeah, we may do a continuation. We'll see.
Really?
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh wow.
I have my own. The Jesus may return. So yeah.
Oh my God, that's so
we're
exciting.
talking about it. Yeah. I have a good idea, I think. So I think they like it, but we have to put our heads together. I think that if I can help it, he will return. So
I think there is some responsibility that comes with the job, but I don't think that you make movies just to tell people what to do, But I think art in general comes with that responsibility because it's powerful and it affects people.
Robert's here tonight because we made a really close friendship from working on that movie, and then he's just, we were partners in crime on that, and our storyline was together with each other and became really close, and he's just brilliant. He's the coolest dude, and most of the time it's like every sentence he speaks is a journey that you get to travel on, and I love that,
Well, I mean, if you think about it, if it's a bit of a haystack anyway, some people really grab the needle right off the bat. I'm kind of like the last stalk in the haystack. I'm like, well, it's not that, and then there's the needle. So I've had a lot of opportunity to make mistakes.
Do you ever still talk to Chevy Chase, and how do you feel about the legacy of Vacation?
Oh yes, I think that movie has held up the test of time. You know, every time it comes on, it seems like it's on all the time, and I always stop and watch it for a few minutes. I always get a laugh. I mean, Chevy's so great, and he spends a lot of time out in the Hamptons where I live, so I do bump into him.
I'll let you sleep with my wife for a bee, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah.
First of all, I'm very Jewish, but I love Christmas trees. I love all of that glitter. I even love the songs.
The early Oscar buzz is that, you
Oh my
have
God.
a gold statue in
Oh Lord. Thank you.
What was it like working with Eddie? Is he as funny as he seems like he would be?
He's very shy, but he's a genius at what he does. He really is. It was amazing to just watch him work. He's unbelievable. I took away things just watching him and Jamie work, you know.
What's your favorite Christmas carol?
I think what I like, because the melody is from Germany, is Silent Night.
Silent Night?
Yeah. Can you sing it?
If you'll sing it with me.
If I sing, you have to close the camera.
Okay.
I don't sing well.
My favorite to sing is "It's the most wonderful time." You know that one? I wish you would sing with me. That would be such an honor.
You don't want me to sing.
Do you think that's a really challenging part of the craft, to play somebody that you have moral objections with?
It can be sometimes. It can be, but it can also be, one of the great sides of it too. It's a real privilege as an actor to get to explore characters that you don't necessarily like sometimes, and also to play people who you just never think you would get given that opportunity. My first instinct when I read the script was, well, why do they want me? I mean, I don't know if I can do this. And then the next thought is, okay, well, maybe that's why I should be thinking about doing it then, because it's going to be challenging and it'll be hard. And it was all of those things, and ended up being a really rewarding experience.
So we've been friends for a very long time. So seeing her there was a great joy for me, because I don't see her as often as I would like to, and I hadn't had an opportunity to work with her since we've been on stage. So it was really a joy for me to fall into that space with her.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. It's nice to work with friends, I suppose,
Oh yeah, totally. Especially when you're reconnecting with friends that have done well and you haven't had a chance to say to them, I really like you. I've emailed her and done that, but I never actually had a chance to stand up next to her and say, that's so good.
Is that tough to keep in touch with friends that work on opposite coasts?
Well, totally. Email makes it easier, but a lot of times, I go online like once a week. I'm real lazy about picking up my computer and keeping up with stuff. So
I was the head bandage.
You were the baddest.
Yes.
One of the baddest in the history of cinema.
I even put in gold teeth. And she was frightened because she thought a horse had kicked me in the mouth.
Is that true?
Well, yes. He picked me up at the airport and he kept flashing his smile. And I thought, oh my God, he's got gold in his mouth. He lost his teeth.